Welcome back to the channel, and today we will be starting an MLB The Show 18 fantasy franchise series. And unlike my NBA, my league, I'm going to be trying to keep this one going. It's going to be a fantasy draft. We landed on the Milwaukee Brewers, and we got the 6th pick, so I was pretty happy about that. So as you can see, we got a bunch of good players on the board. I'm trying to go with both good overalls but we also want young players. So our first pick is going to be Kris Bryant, young, talented, 94 overall. He'll be the star of this series by far. Hopefully he'll be on the team for years to come. So we got the 6th pick, which means we got the 23rd pick in the next round. I will only be showing the first 10 to 15 rounds. And in this round, we went a little bit towards the bottom, trying to look at each position, each overall, trying to keep it young, and we're trying to find the best talent for a longer series. So we're just looking at all the players that are up. It's the 2nd round, so there's still a lot of good young players, and we actually go with the shortstop Trey Turner, who should be our starting shortstop for a while, and he'll be a good with Kris Bryant behind him. Trey Turner will probably lead off. So I'm not gonna go through the whole draft. I'm not gonna commentate the whole draft. So I kind of just want to talk about how this series is gonna run and how you guys want it to run. So as always, leave your comments down below. If there are any players you want to be traded, if there are any free agents you want me to sign, any prospects to pick up, any lineup changes, please comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell your friends about this channel. Hopefully I'll be posting some Diamond Dynasty as well as Road to the Show content on MLB The Show 18. So that should be pretty good. So now we're in the 4th round in the draft. So far we have Kris Bryant, Trey Turner, and Jose Ramirez, who later in the video, I know Kris Bryant and Jose Ramirez are both 3rd basemen. I moved Jose Ramirez to 2nd base, and his overall actually went up, which is kind of nice. So I'll let you continue to watch the draft. So how I want this series to go is I think I'm gonna play the first game of the season, opening day. And then after that, I'm going to sim a couple weeks and then play one game against either one of the better teams in the league or our division rivals. So depending on our record and the other team's record, that's kind of how I'm going to figure out what games we should play, what games are going to be the most interesting. Also, who's pitching on what day will also have an impact on what games I want to play. And in addition to playing full games, I'm also going to utilize the other modes. So there's player lock, so sometimes I might play with one player instead of playing with the whole team. I also might do quick manage, which lets you individually choose for each at-bat what you want to do. Do you want to hit with him? Do you want to bunt? Do you want to steal with the guy on first? So those kinds of modes that I'm going to use. So the season won't go on forever. So we'll get a couple seasons in, and it's not just completely boring for you guys. If you have any suggestions on how I can best do that, please leave them in the comments. I'm always up to suggestions. So I hope this is going to be a fun series. I'm going to try to get a lot of content out. I know I had that NBA My League. I kind of just lost interest. It was a little boring. But hopefully I get into this one and really push myself to make videos for you guys, because I want this to be fun for you, but I also want to make it fun for me. So I'm just not sitting here playing a game I don't want to play. But MLB The Show is by far my favorite game. I'm also hoping to try to get some Diamond Dynasty, which is in NBA there's My Team, in FIFA there's Ultimate Team, Madden Ultimate Team, those kinds of fantasy type modes. That's what Diamond Dynasty is. So I'm hoping to get some videos on that as well if you guys are up to that. So I'm going to leave it there until after the draft, and I will come back to you with a team breakdown. So this is the final roster. We got Chris Bryant, Jose Ramirez, Trey Turner, David Robertson, Jake Arrieta, Charlie Blackmon, Johnny Cueto, Barraclough, a lot of good players. So I think right here I switch Jose Ramirez's position from third base to second base, and you'll see that his overall will actually go up 1 after the position change. And he actually moves above Chris Bryant, which I don't think is true, but he's a 95, Chris Bryant's a 94. Got really good contact, decent, okay power. He should be a really good player. So now that we don't have two third basemen, I'm going to show you the lineup. In our lineup is Trey Turner, Jose Ramirez, Charlie Blackmon, Chris Bryant, Chris Davis, Eric Thames, Austin Barnes, Steven Souza Jr., and Asdrubal Cabrera. So in our rotation, we have Jake Arrieta, Johnny Cueto, Danny Duffy, Jared Eichhoff, and Mike Minor. In our bullpen, Greg Holland, David Robertson, Luke Gregerson, Kyer Barraclough are our main guys, and we also have Joe Smith, the hard-throwing sub-armor. So I actually moved Robertson's position from relief pitcher to closing pitcher because we didn't really have a good closing pitcher, and it was better to have David Robertson there. He still stays in 86 overall, and Greg Holland is just moved to a relief pitcher. Setup man. So after that was spring training, so now I'm going to sim to the regular season, and our next episode will start off with the first game of the season, Jake Arrieta versus James Paxton.